Hi, my name is Kaiser Amy. I'm part of the Sony team, and today I'm going to talk about Sony along with my teammates Mason, Caitlin, and Taylor. I'm going to start us off by talking about the company overview. Sony operates in electronics, entertainment, and financial services. They have many products, but mainly include phones, tablets, gaming consoles, semiconductors, digital and video cameras, along with the lenses, televisions, and then audio and video products. They offer a lot of services, but mainly relating to gaming, video, music content, and finance. They operate globally but are headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. They have over 100,000 employees, and their revenue in 2019 totaling $78 million.
Sony uses what they call their purpose and values. This is similar to a company's mission statement. Sony's purpose is to fill the world with emotion through the power of creativity and technology. And Sony's 4 values are dreams and curiosity, diversity, integrity and sincerity, and sustainability. The consumer electronics market is currently valued at $1 trillion and is forecasted to increase by 7% between now and 2026. Micro LED technology is a new technology that is expected to be at the forefront of the consumer electronics industry. To meet growing demand for consumer electronics, manufacturers are reducing the time it takes to produce new products, resulting in shorter product life cycle. Also, in this industry, we are seeing a greater focus on environmentally friendly and sustainability. In our competitive profile matrix, the 3 competitors we chose were Microsoft, Nintendo, and Samsung. One adjustment we made to the critical success factors was including their COVID response. The factors that we rated the highest are price competitiveness and product quality. The company that performed the worst based on the factors was Nintendo with their total score of 2.94, and the company that performed the best was Sony with their total score of 3.14. Now for our external factor evaluation, or EFE, our highest weighted threats came from innovation from our competitors. An example of this is Microsoft growth, as well as innovation from LG, like new products. One of the highest weighted opportunities we found was growing movement around lowering companies' carbon footprint. Our total weighted score for our EFE was a 3.16. This means Sony has a strong external position, but there is still room for some improvement. For Sony's internal factor evaluation, or IFE, our highest weighted strengths were related to Sony releasing the PS5 and financials regarding the release of the PS5. On the other hand, our biggest weaknesses came from Sony's production and shortages regarding their PS5 and their new camera lens. The total IFE score for Sony was 2.69. This is an above average score, meaning they have a fairly strong internal position. Next, we have our matching SWOT. Our top 3 strategies are highlighted. The first one was for Sony to move some of their factories out of Japan to obtain less expensive renewable energy sources. The second strategy is for Sony to make their products using recycled materials. The last strategy was for Sony to develop and sell home appliances like washing machines and refrigerators. Now that we have our top 3 strategies from our matching SWOT, in our QSPM, we will now compare these strategies. As you can see, the 2 strategies with the highest sum total attractiveness scores were for Sony to use recycled materials to produce their products and for Sony to sell home appliances. Both these strategies' sum total attractiveness scores were ironically the same at 2.41. Next, you will learn more about each of these strategies and how we plan to implement them as well.
The first strategy we are suggesting, based on our research and findings, is for Sony to produce products that are made with recycled and more environmentally friendly materials. The amount of e-waste across the globe is growing at an unprecedented rate. An International Solid Waste Association study found that of the 44.7 metric tons e-waste generated in 2016, only 8.9 metric tons were collected and recycled, while the remaining was disposed into residual waste to be incinerated or landfilled. Creating products made from recycled materials will help Sony take action on this global issue of increasing e-waste. Our overall goal for Sony is to produce products that are made with at least 75% recycled materials by 2030. This goal can be reached with our 3-phase implementation strategy. Phase 1 will begin by creating a green team. This green team will consist of 4 to 5 members that will facilitate the project through all 3 phases and will be led by a project manager. The budget for Phase 1 will be allocated to hiring the green team, and then the rest will be used for research and development. We estimate this phase to cost around $600,000 to hire all members and to begin research. The research and development phase will include looking for alternative suppliers that use and source recycled materials for both their inputs as well as packaging.
Phase 2 is when Sony will switch to the green suppliers researched in Phase 1. Also, a goal for this stage is for Sony to use 100% recycled materials in all of their packaging for Sony products. In Phase 3, we plan to build a recycling plant specific for recycling e-waste. We believe Sony can build this recycling plant for $25 million, based on estimates from Recycling Today. This phase will help Sony get one step closer to a circular supply chain and greatly reduce the amount of waste they are producing. Also, in this stage, we plan for Sony to inform and encourage their competitors to join in them to switch to more environmentally friendly production methods.
We suggest that Sony begins development for smart home appliances. Currently, they do not have any products for home appliances. Unlike their competitors, Samsung and LG Electronics, who have a whole line of home appliance market segment. We suggest that Sony begins development on washing machines, refrigerators, microwaves, dryers, dishwashers, and toasters, and etc. Sony has used product diversification before for other markets, and the home appliance market is in constant demand. In Phase 1, they should do market research on the customer response to Sony smart home appliances. They should start research and development productions to design smart refrigerators. And while this is happening, they should build factories with the right equipment dedicated to producing these products. In Phase 2, they should advertise the new products and open distribution to retailers. They should start research and development productions to design other smart home appliances. They should use the reputation built with the refrigerators to sell other smart home appliances. In Phase 3, we suggest that Sony uses the research and development to improve upon the smart home appliances that they have already developed. And they should use the earnings from this segment to improve upon and expand Sony smart home appliances market segment.
Concluding things here are our sources that we used when researching this presentation.